G'day, welcome back to another episode of Tomo's Engine Building Tech Tips, proudly sponsored by Minisport. On this episode, we are going to be talking about the Cooper S relief valve spring and the cup as well. Now, there are a couple of different types that you can use in the A series engine. There is the cup type, which is this one here, which looks exactly like that. It's tapered at the end, looks like a bit of a bullet, I guess. And there's the spring and ball type. Now, this is my preferred method simply because when you use the ball type, it doesn't always seal against the interior surface up against inside there. So when it goes in, it will seal, but the tapered edge is to suit this particular cup just here. Now, if you go and use a ball on there, the ball isn't going to cover as much surface area as what this can. So this, in my preferred method, is the better way to go about it. Now, the reason why we use a Cooper S spring is it is a little bit smaller, which then you would think, well, it can't be as strong. Well, in actual fact, it is a stronger spring. Therefore, it brings your oil pressure up to a higher pressure. Now, the standard one is a little bit longer, but it's not as strong. The Cooper S one is a little bit shorter and it is a lot firmer. So in my opinion, I do like to run this one. So this will help to get oil pressure up there nice and quick, but not only that, it'll also help to increase the oil pressure. Before you go and fit it, make sure that you put a little bit of bearing glue around the outside, just something that can remain a little bit wet inside there. You're gonna be sliding it up inside there all the way to the end, getting a magnet, pulling it back out, and making sure that the surface in which is mounting up against here, which is a tapered edge, it is nice and flat. Now, it needs to be flat on a tapered angle. If you find, for instance, that it's got some paint smeared off there and then there's a pretty big blob on one side, you know that it's not completely flat. Now, if that's the case, you'll find it's not going to seat properly, therefore it's going to be bleeding off oil pressure. You're going to be losing oil pressure. Although it may only be 5 psi, it can be enough to reduce the oil pressure to the lubrication system inside the entire engine and therefore lower your pressure and potentially even doing damage internally. So if that's the case, you can buy a tool in which you can recut the seat inside there, which will then ensure that this will seat up against there correctly and is going to create the right amount of oil pressure. It is only advised though that if you are going to be recutting this, the block needs to be out of the car and you need to make sure that all of the oil galleries, anything that is inside there is completely open. There's nothing in there whatsoever. The reason for that is if you drill it whilst everything's in there, the potential of swarf and debris getting inside there is going to be pretty high. Even though you may use some cutting oil, you may use all the precautions you possibly can, there's always going to be a little bit of swarf inside there. If that's the case, you probably want to strip the block and redo it whilst it's apart on an engine stand. Really easy thing. The Cooper S one is a little bit more expensive. We'll chat about that on another episode of Minisport, but this is my preferred method. Once it's in there, it'll seat there nice and smoothly and it'll create nice high oil pressure. You want at least sort of 60 plus psi of oil pressure when it's at idle, especially when it's cold, if not even higher. Hope you enjoyed this Tomo's Engine Building Tech Tip, proudly sponsored by Minisport. Catch it on the next episode of Tomo's Engine Building Tech Tips.